Guitarists have been spicing things up with effects pedals for ages, and it was only a matter of time before DJs demanded quick effects control to enhance their art form as well. Which is why KORG released the Kaoss Pad, a touchpad MIDI controller that allows you to sample and affect any audio source with the touch of your finger. The KP3 is the third installment in KORG's Kaoss Pad line. This bad boy is equipped with a library of 128 audio crunching effects programs, real-time sampling, resampling, and loop capabilities, even synths and drum patterns, plus the same unique touchpad interface that started it all. Providing all types of musicians with on-the-fly effect control, the KP3 allows artists to literally add their own touch to the music. Curious as to how it works? Then gather around, kiddies. It's musical playtime. Let's do this. Making music is one thing, but affecting that music live is a whole other beast. That's why we're joined by KORG product manager James Sajiva is here today. How are you, James?
Fan-freaking-tastic. How are you today?
I'm great, dude. I have always been a Kaoss Pad fan. Since the very first one, I've always loved it. I want to get right into the new one here. For those who don't know, how easy is it to use?
It is super easy to use. It allows you to add crazy cool effects to any audio source with just a touch of a finger or any appendage.
Really?
If you're into that sort of thing.
How sensitive is this panel? Because
it's pretty.
Because I can use my penis as a stylus. I mean,
I might walk away.
Okay, good. Let's stick with fingers for today.
Okay.
And get into it. So show me how this works.
Absolutely. Well, let's feed it some tunage here.
All right. Important to know where you're going to get your audio from. It doesn't matter where, right? You can hook up anything to this.
No, absolutely anything. Right now, we're just going to use the simple iPod Touch.
Right.
Got a track playing through.
I would love to get my little KORG DS cartridge app and pipe it through here as well.
DS10 would be just as awesome.
It's a great app. But okay, so now we got some music going through it. Now, how do we affect it?
So here's some effects. That's a filter. Okay, here's a little delay.
Nice. And so, and now, how is this figuring out what kind of effect to use? It's X and Y position on the touchpad?
Exactly. It can control up to 2 effects, one on the X-axis and one on the Y, which is just fancy for up and down.
Up and down, right.
Exactly. It's got some distortions.
Oh, no, okay, so if I were a guitarist, I could even pipe some instruments
and that's the thing about it. It was designed for DJs, but you know what? Over the years, it's found home in studios, in guitar rigs. We've got guys using them for vocals, Trent Reznor, Tom York, Matt from Muse, using them all types of applications.
And that's it. Just give it a little touch and...
Exactly.
I can hold the effect.
You can hold the effect.
And then let it go and it'll drop back.
You could also record it if you want. Hold this down and run across the pad, and it'll actually record your motion.
Is this a new feature of the KP3?
Yes.
All right, so let me try this. So pad motion. Let go. Oh, and you can see the sweep happening right there. So it's just going to loop that right there.
Yep, and you can reverse it.
That's awesome. And then if I want to back out of it, I can just go to a different bank?
Go to a different bank. Sure.
Boom.
Absolutely.
And now we're back out. Wow, that's incredible, man. How many effects, though? Because I see 8 banks up here, I'm assuming to store favorites.
Exactly. We've got 8 presets right here, and that's out of 128 programs that are available on the product.
And those are all different effects?
All kinds of crazy different effect combinations.
And I've seen guys, like, it's one thing to say, let's pipe music into this and play with it. I've seen people compose and create entire songs and productions using just this.
Well, why don't we do that?
Oh, okay.
This is musical playtime, right?
Yeah, no, let's screw around.
All right.
Okay, so here's the thing, because I saw a guy, Beardy Man, on YouTube. He was beatboxing into it, doing his thing. Obviously, it's got a dedicated mic input here.
Yep, we got a mic
here. So you just switched input to mic.
Yeah, so why don't we check your mic right there? Talk from there.
Check. Get your head straight. What?
All right. I'm gonna give you a vocoder.
Awesome.
I'm gonna give you a vocoder, okay?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, vocoder is just a fancy way of saying I'm gonna make you sound like a robot.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
All right.
So Kanye.
So here we go. On the count of 3, we're gonna sample.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Attack of the show. Attack.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Now,
So you not only recorded the sample to one of these 4 banks down here, but you affected it in real time, and it records that effect.
Exactly. That's
to
the
sample.
resample feature.
Okay,
I actually took you with the effect. Now I'm going to throw a little bit of my music in. I'm going to record that to another part.
And you've got 4 different banks down here.
4 different banks. We're going to use them all. So I'm going to take a little of this right now. Just
okay, so you're now recording your music to sample bank C.
And now that's looped.
All right, got it.
Now I'm just going to give myself one to do a little beatboxing.
I'm going to stand out of your way for this one. Here we go.
Here we go.
Little kick drum, little snare drum. What? So triggering samples live, affecting them live as well. You got your music in there, attack of the show in there.
Go ahead, go for it.
So okay, let me unzip. And so we can tweak from what was the stutter effect that you were doing with the mic earlier? Because that was really cool. It was like
that's called the grain shifter.
The grain shifter. So this could make me like an amateur BT. I could
totally check it out. Go ahead.
Yo, coming to you live. What? Tripping your mind, mofos.
Oh! That's awesome.
And you know what?
Crazy.
The best thing is I can keep all of that. I've got an SD card right down here.
Oh, so you can literally offload all your samples to SD and then do something with them?
And then you got USB on the back, so I could pump this into my Mac or my PC, use it later on, bring it back in. So expect it to be up on YouTube later tonight.
That is awesome, and people will be tripping balls on YouTube then. I noticed the BPM light flashing. Is that because it's auto-sensing off of the music that you're playing earlier, or how does this actually sync to the music?
Well, basically, you've got tap tempo, or you could do an auto BPM, either way. So if you're spinning a lot of tracks as a DJ, it'll listen to what's going on. It listens to like the pumping of the bass and lines itself up. Awesome. Or if you know what you want, you could just tap it in there. And you can see here, it gets it down to the 10th of a beat.
That's awesome. How much for this device here? Because this is a lot of technology.
This nifty little device here, $460.
You have to give me that. Wait, no, that's like the retail price. Like that's like the official company line.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, look, I know I get the deal. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying that like you can get these cheaper than that. I actually bought one for a buddy not too long ago.
Yeah, you can get it.
It was cheaper than that. But what if is there a downsized version? Is there something a little less expensive?
As a matter of fact, some clever engineer did point a shrink ray at this and came up with this. This is the mini KP.
This thing.
Look at that.
Oh, it's a mini me.
No wires.
It's a mini KP. Yeah. So battery powered.
Battery powered. It's got 100 of the same programs that we were just using here. And you can carry it with you anywhere. I just took it out of my pocket.
That's
awesome.
Put it right back there. Feed your iPod to it. Feed whatever you want.
Feed whatever you want to it.
That's cool. Look, for any musician, for anybody who loves music, they should need to get one of these.
Exactly, and that's about $250. And
awesome,
of course, you could street that a little lower.
Of course. James, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was really fun.